Sliver me timbers. Welcome to my Sliver Deck. In this deck, all I have is slivers. This is a commander deck, so here is my commander. Sliver Overlord allows me to search for any of my slivers and put them in the library for 3 mana. It does require everything, but as you see, I have a lot to try to take advantage of that. And then I can gain control of Sliver if anyone else has one. But that's the commander. And I do have 3 commanders to choose from. I like that one. It allows me to kind of pull the slivers that I need once I can get it out. I have the first sliver, which has Cascade. Sliver Hive Lord, which gives me Indestructible. Well, gives the slivers Indestructible. Lava Belly Sliver. When this creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker, and you gain 1 life. That's nice. That's all of them, so anytime one comes in after that. Cloud Shredder Sliver, Flying in Haste. Don't have a lot of flying, so that's beneficial. Victual Sliver. 2, sacrifice this creature, gain 4 life. Again, that gives it to all of them. Harmonic Sliver. When this creature comes into play, destroy target artifact enchantment. Don't have a lot of control with this deck, so that's kind of useful. Opaline Sliver. Whenever this permanent becomes the target of a spell or opponent, you may draw a card. Necrotic Sliver. 3, sacrifice this permanent, destroy target permanent. Again, a little bit more control. Doesn't have to sacrifice this one. First Sliver's chosen. All my slivers get exalted. Pulmonic Sliver. If this sliver creature would have put into the graveyard, you may put it at the top of the owner's library instead. Bone Sky Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have double strike. Watcher Sliver. Get +2 defense. Sinew Sliver. Get +1/+1. Ward Sliver. Protection from a chosen color. Steel form, which is nice compared to my other decks, where they are what they are. Whatever protections they have from colors are written on the card. That allows me to choose. Steel form gives me +1 to defense. Lymph. All slivers have absorb 1. Constricting. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may exile target creature controls until their creature leaves the battlefield. Until this creature controls the battlefield. Again, a little bit of control built into the cards. 2, untap this creature. All slivers have shadow. That's really cool. If they don't have shadow, it's kind of like giving them all flying without them able to stop it. Wing Sliver. This does give me flying. Shifting Sliver. Can't be blocked except by slivers. Control becomes a target of a spell ability. Counter that spell unless they pay 2. So a little bit of counter. Whenever the creature attacks, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Thorncaster Sliver. Spiteful Sliver. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target player or planeswalker. Right, so little thorns. Battle Sliver. This one gives me 2 to attack. None to defense. Belligerent Sliver. Can't be blocked except by 2 or more. 2-headed Sliver. Get Menace. Which, if I understand, again, I'm not great at this game. That's kind of what that does. Blade Black Sliver. This creature deals 1 damage to target player. So tap it. This creature deals 1 damage to target player. Planeswalker. Hollowhead Sliver. Discard a card. Draw a card. Heart Sliver. So essentially kind of gives them haste, unaffected by summoning sickness. This does give them haste. Reflex Sliver. Magentic Sliver, I guess I say that. +3/+3, that's nice. Might Sliver, +2/+2, not as nice, but still nice. Root Sliver, can't be countered, that is really nice. Tempered Sliver. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Brood Sliver. Whenever it does combination planner, get up 1/1 color sliver token. Spinneret. So it doesn't give me flying, but it does allow me to attack things out flying. So essentially gives me reach. Virulent sliver. Get poison 1 on all of them. And then the Gemhide sliver gives me add 1 of any color, which is nice for this deck. The Predatory sliver, +1/+1 to all slivers. Quicksilver. This gives me flash. Mana Weft, another one of those. Add 1 color of anything to your pool, any color to your pool, which on my 5-color deck is also again nice. Venom Sliver, Death Touch to everyone. Crypt Sliver. I think I'm just trying to get off that board. Have Regenerate target sliver with a tap. Dredgescape Sliver. Unearth 2. Siphon Sliver. Gives them lifelink. Vampiric Sliver. Whenever a creature dealt damage by this creature, this turn is put into the graveyard, put a +1/+1. So if it kills a creature, it gets +1/+1. Alright, and then I just have a few spells in this. As you can see, it's mostly the slivers. A Lightning Helix, 3 damage to target creature or player, and gain 3 life. Lightning Bolt, so 1 red, and I get the 3 damage. Counterspell, counter target spell. Brainstorm, draw some cards. Riveter's Charm, mostly in there because it has 3 colors. I don't really have it in any other decks, but it does give me some options to exile target player's graveyard. Just a little control. And then we move on to all of our artifacts and land. So of course the Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, any color of the Commander's Identity, that's nice. Coalition, add 1 of any color. Petrier's Seal, tap, add 1 of any color. Lantern Revealing, add 1 of any color. Cold Heart, choose a color, and then tap it to use that color. A Lotus Petal, just in case of emergencies, add 1 mana of any color. It's a 0 to get out, which is nice, but it is only 1 use, so again, just quick spell. Timeless Lotus. Once that's out, I can get all my commanders out just by tapping this. Of course, it does enter tapped, and then you need to tap it, but that's all the colors right there. Chromatic Lantern. All of my lands have tap 1 of any color. Also, you can tap it to get a color of any color. So that's really nice to get the colors. Undiscovered Paradise. Not the greatest. It does tap for any color, then you got to bring it back in, but it does tap for any color in a pinch. Meteor Crater, choose a color permanent you control, add 1 mana of that type to your mana pool. So I can pick what it is. It doesn't come in tapped. That is kind of nice to have that. The World Tree, as long as I have lots of land, which I eventually will, which probably will mean I'll have all the colors anyway by that time. I don't have any gods in this deck, but seem well to fit into this deck. Then I got some mana creatures. So land creatures, man lands, whatever call them nowadays. 1 green, but then I get a 3/3 green creature with trample. Lair of the Hydra is a very good scaling one. Get my standard forest, and then if I get X, tap X and a tree until in turn Lair of the Hydra becomes an XX green creature. It's still land, so that's nice. Fairy Conclave, 1 on a blue, 2/1 blue fairy creature. And now start going into versatile lands. So Gateway Plaza, add 1 mana of any color. You need to tap 1 to get it in, and it enters tap. So it's a little painful to get in, but it does give you any color. Cavern of Souls, choose a creature type. Only have 1, so Sliver. 1 for my other spells and artifacts, but it does give me 1 of any color to get my slivers out. Sliver Hive, kind of the same concept, so if it already just says sliver, I don't have to choose it, but you can also tap to get some color slivers out. Unclaimed Territory, again, choose a creature spell. This does not enter tapped, that's nice. Ancient Ziggurat, choose a color, Spend this money only to play creature spells. So pick a color for my slivers, and I can cast them with it. Crystal Grotto. Gotta tap one and tap this to get any color. But again, in a pinch, gives me some more colors. Cascading Cataracts. It's indestructible. It's kind of cool. 5 tap, and I can get any combination I need. So kind of help me fix my mana for an extra tap. And then Command Tower. We all know what that does. Path of Industry. Another one of any of the commander identities. Except for this one comes in tapped, so it's kind of like Commander Tower, but it does give a little bit of scry. And then some of those tri-lands, so Frontier Biovac, Nomad Outpost, Opulent Palace, Sandsteep Citadel, and Mystic Monetary. So not all of them, but quite a bit of them to give me that 3 lands. Enter tap, but possibilities. Then we have Uncharted Haven, which is 1 mana of any chosen color. Does enter tap, so not as strong as some of the other ones I have. But again, mana fixing allows me to pick 1 color. This is a snow land, does the same thing. It's just the snow version of Uncharted Haven. And then Tendo Ice Bridge. This gives charge counter on it. And then I remove that. So basically, it doesn't come in tap, so that's nice. It's pretty much a regular mana, except for I get 1 charge of any color. So kind of similar to, as you'll see in a second, the Vivids, but you just get 1 charge counter, but it's any of them. So like, here's one of the Vivids, Vivid Grove. I get 2 charge counters, but I have to pick the color up front. Thriving Grove enters tap, but I can pick the color, and it always has it, so that's more powerful than Vivid Grove. But this is Commander, so you only get so many. Manor Gate. It's a gate, not useful in this deck from that standpoint for what I have, but another Thriving Grove. And then basically we're going to go pretty quick through the rest of these because essentially I have the Marsh versions of each of them, and then the Island version of each of them. Vivid Creek, Thriving Island, Seagate, the Plains, Vivid Meadow, Thriving Heath, Citadel Gate, and then your mountains, Vivid Crag, Thriving Bluff, and Cliff Gate. So, a lot of mana that can give me multiple colors. Some is pretty painful to get out, but when you need to be able to get all those different colors to get your slivers out, particularly this one, that's what we gotta do. So with that, have a great day. Talk to you later.
This video is brought to you by Avencia, where modern wonders meet medieval arms and magic. Join unexpected individuals as they navigate a world full of old marvels. Buy the first novel on Amazon, or check out our Compendium, which augments your favorite role-playing game with the world of Avencia. Take it one step further. Run your players through the Honey Badgers campaign and to test their might as gunslingers for a small town out west. Links below.